my lovely opportunists. My name is Winter. I'm the editor and player character of Charity. I just wanted to give everyone a quick reminder to follow our podcast so you don't miss an episode. Thank you for tuning back in, and we hope you enjoy.
Hi everybody, I'm Corey. I'm the Dungeon Master for Opportunity Roll. I'm here with everyone. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Dr. Lynn.
So we are a reduced cast. With the switching of seasons 1 and 2, we had a few people go their own ways. It's just the time of that year. Holidays coming around, people get busy. But we are here for the last 2 games of these long 2 years. Story that has been everywhere as I look at this map. We've covered about 90% of Talalia here. The only thing we haven't done is go over the large river divide between the continent. So, today, we are starting our story up in the Crypte Forest. Particularly with Group 2, as we pop in with them just for a short second, and then we'll hop over to the rest of Group 1, and then we'll kind of get this mingling. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and do introductions, so that we can get everybody in here who's here today, because this is going to be a long one. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, rapid fire. Let's start with Coda.
Hi, I'm Coda, and I'm playing your Water Genasi Warlock Willium
Gunny.
for the last time.
Hi, I'm Gunny. I play Tensel Losser, the quite deranged at this point Elven Barbarian.
Dom.
Hi, I'm Dom, and I play Khalees, the somewhat beastly Githzerai druid.
Winter.
Hi, I'm Winter, and I play Charity, the Tiefling cleric.
Tangled.
Hi, I'm TangledinBlue, or Laura. I play Mila, the elven sorcerer of wild magic.
And last but not least, our prince who wields the magic rose, Rodeo.
Hi, I'm Rodeo or Maxwell, and for the last time I will be playing Aeson Goldhand, half-elf fighter cavalier.
Almost wasn't your last time, because we almost died last episode.
Yes, we did. Define almost.
Well,
I almost died once, and I did die once.
Yeah.
Hey, almost dead.
We've been very lucky.
No, I did die.
And
I mean, technically Mila did too.
we've been pretty lucky.
Yeah.
In game though, no holds barred. Anybody could die at this point. This is going to be a rough night. So, I want to get back with Group 1, because the last thing we had dealt with is you guys had just dealt with the aftermath of fighting the False Hydra.
Yeah, that sucked.
That was fun.
The bodies are cleaned up. In sum total, in the late evening, there are a total of 128 bodies accounted for. They are also accounting for 4 bodies that only have remnants of maybe a hand or foot. They presume the number probably could have even been bigger. They're not sure completely. Maggie is on bed rest. She had almost 5 to 8 tons of demon dropped on her directly.
The only thing that kept her alive was Charity's death ward magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's currently on bed rest, completely probably unconscious and unresponsive at the current moment. She's safe, but doctors aren't sure when she'll wake up. Then it's probably definitely not going to be anytime soon. Aeson, Charity, Edmund, and Everett are all that are left of this small group. And I'd say there's a point where you guys might want to return to that pocket portal, the home away from home, away from the castle of filled corpses, the stench that doesn't go away. Now the song is gone, a noxious odor kind of looms through the Eris Kingdom. Upon entering, you guys will find the door was slightly ajar. There seems to be other people in the house.
Aeson, knowing that that is not normal, he always closes the door unlike somebody in real life. He will be unsettled by the fact that his door is open. Well, he's going to look around really quick and see if he can see any footsteps in the snow, the ever-present snow.
There doesn't seem to be, and I'll give that to you just as looking around. There's nothing disturbed outside besides a fair bit of the front door and the porch.
Charity will look to Aeson with like an equally concerned face and stop pulling out her warhammer and just whisper to him and go, "Let's go in slowly. Let's try not to be seen and let's try to figure out what's going on."
Aeson will nod and he will take out his rose and flip it into a sword and put his shield out and brace it in front of him as he takes the lead. He'll take point to protect Charity and the rest of the group. And push forward, start exploring.
Okay. As you enter the house, the first thing that's going to be noticed is a nice warm fireplace. Hogglesburg has pre-lit this. There seems to be the smell of food as well in the dining hall. Clinks of goblets, plates, forks seem to be continuing. None of the inside the entrance seems to be too disturbed. Nothing seems to be destroyed, at least.
Is Heidelberg around?
He seems to be kind of wandering the house looking for something. You might hear him pacing upstairs. And the reason he sounds distinct is he's got that nice little squeak into the right heel of his boot.
So Aeson is going to look around. Let's see. He's going to go try to find Hogglesburg. I guess so. He's going to start going upstairs.
Not splitting the party this time. Charity's dragging the other two, following him.
Everett and Edmund heading upstairs with you. You guys will meet Hogglesburg in the main foyer upstairs in the right wing. He will be kind of positioned in front of a closet. Looking at it questionably.
Aeson will call out quietly, but enough for Hogglesburg to hear him. Hogglesburg, do we have guests?
Oh, master. Yes, we do. Downstairs.
Downstairs where?
In the main dining area, sir. They seem to be friends of yours. And there's something in the closet here.
Aeson's going to go ahead and open the closet.
All right. We're going to pause from here. We're going to have to go back in time a little bit to a person that we left behind back in Atlantis. William, we're going to catch you up a little bit. I think you've had maybe a day and a half in Atlantis.
Awesome. It was a nice little vacation.
Well, it felt at the time like it was going to be permanent. You received your own apartment under the water in the castle. its own kitchen, dining room, bathroom, a home. Traveling was easy because it was swimming. What few people there were left down there were kind. These people have an eerie feeling of pretty much these are our last days, which the way the world's looking could very well be true. But couple with that with the fact that, you guys are a dying breed, it makes it kind of, I don't want to say difficult, but hard to take. It seems a little depressing. Would you have liked to have checked anything out in that time?
He would probably be just taking in the surroundings of his new home, and like, this is strange. I've never been in a permanent residence before. The people here are so depressed. Other than that, probably not. He would be too focused with the new environment.
So, I have to bring something up then, because it piques my curiosity. I don't know if you remember this, but you had also found the location of what you believed was the scroll that controlled the sea monster.
Oh, right, I did. He might have gone back to that to have a look at it, actually.
All right. So let's say you played it low for about a day and a half. Eventually the curiosity got to you, right?
As it always does with William.
You'll probably get to the point where you're sitting at the bottom of this tapestry and you're reading over it. And you're going to feel a pull. Something wrong. And it's wrong because there's going to be static of like blue lightning that's going to kind of form in the air near you, kind of like sparkles. This man is going to kind of peer through with glowing blue eyes. Hair slicked back and kind of nastied with a scar on his face. He's going to grab you. And he's going to pull you through.
Can I nab the scroll with me on my way out?
You know what? Give me a strength check. If it's higher than
I
a
just
5,
increased my strength.
that is an 11. You are going to rip and pull with you the tapestry that controls the monster of Brumo Lake. So you're going to black out for a short hot second. And when you reawake, you're going to kind of be draped over this large tapestry. And standing in front of you is Hogglesberg and Aeson, with Charity and the others lagging behind.
So William just came out of the closet?
Yes. Yes, I see what you did there.
I didn't mean to.
But it worked so well. Just take credit.
At least William can, unlike Dom. But
Hey. It's a life choice.
So
The lifestyle.
Aeson, after everything he's been through, he's gonna drop his sword and shield. He's just gonna embrace William. He's gonna hug him real tight.
William's gonna like hug back really and like really squeeze him and is like, "Where am I?"
You're back at the manor.
And then he's gonna like, kind of like push away from Aeson and look around and like, "Wow, I'm back. Well, that was a short stay."
What happened? How did you get back?
I got curious and I was reading this scroll and gestures to the scroll to control the Broomer-like monster underneath him now. I was reading it and then suddenly this man with hair that was like really slicked back and he was like very and does like motions of sparkies just pulled me through and now I'm in and out of a closet.
Is it wise that is taken? The scroll?
Probably not. But
We'll
we
have to
might
return
use it now.
We might, but we might have to return it afterwards.
He just nods.
At this point, Charity's going to push Aeson to the side and like throw her shield down and just pull William into a really big hug and go, well, I, for one, am just glad that you're back. You've missed so much.
Aeson will look down.
He's gonna hug Charity and be like, it's nice to see you too. Where's Maggie?
She was injured gravely in a fight that we were in. She'll be okay, but she's on bed rest.
She's alive. We kept her alive. She just needs to heal now. It might take some time.
What were you guys fighting?
A false Hydra, if I remember right. Nasty thing. It made everyone just completely forget that it existed and that people were dying.
That sounds like a nasty piece of work.
You guys will hear clinking. More people downstairs. The sound of eating. Think of who else is with you guys. Group 2. Who do you guys have with you? You got the High King. And
A very, very strong couple.
Yes, an extremely strong couple. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
Now do you see what I'm saying about the
They're
claws?
hard to be around right now. Okay.
I believe they went out to the flower garden.
Yeah, that's where they went.
Sure.
They're adults, people. Anyway, sorry. You guys will hear kind of like the shuffling of impatience as one of the forms downstairs are getting anxious. For group 2, Father Fox seems to have no patience. None. He hates waiting.
I think Khalees is in a similar boat, knowing the time frame that they have, the few hours that they have. He's just kind of tapping his foot, tapping his heel as he's trying to just kind of eating some of the food, like one of the chicken legs.
Tensel is definitely not wasting the moment, and he is scarfing down what he can.
Good stuff.
Mila's probably leaning against the wall. She's probably just kind of like holding her staff like really close to her, kind of like gazing off into the distance.
Lovely wild magic staff.
Yeah. She looks very anxious as always, but just a little sad.
I think Khalees would look over to Mila, seeing the expression on her face. Is everything all right? Actually, let me rephrase that. What is bothering you?
Everything just seems like it's happening all at once, and I feel like we were just I don't know anymore. I'm just scared. I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
If there is any solace I can give you, neither do I. I know the steps leading up to it all, but after that, nothing. If we succeed, it'll be a new experience for me. It'll be an entirely new world. And if not, then at least we'll all be together.
I just don't want to lose. Go on.
For as brief of a time as it may feel.
I don't want to lose anyone else. Sorry.
Mother Kit will kind of lean in. You guys drone a bit, don't you?
I think so.
Is that what mortals talk about these days?
When you see the same events transpire thousands of times, it gets a little monotonous for certain events.
That's fair enough. I understand. So how slim is our chance? Because you keep talking, but not filling in.
Well, I don't know exact numbers of how many universes there have been, but I assume billions. Maybe trillions?
Fair bit.
It would take me potentially an hour to reach the right decimal point for how slim of a chance it is.
It's comforting. I'm sorry, Khalith. I'm not the best person to be around at the moment.
So,
Forever. That's okay. Go on.
So let's take a snap back to group one.
Well, Aeson would remember now after everything. I mean, he would have hung his head when Charity had said that William had missed a lot. But then he will remember that Hogglesberg said that they had people downstairs, friends of theirs. And then he will just turn and rush down the stairs.
Okay. The doors in the dining room will burst open.
Aeson will scan. Who will he see?
Practically, most people. You will see. You'll see Khalith, Mila. You'll see Tensel. You'll see Tristan. You'll see two faces that are not familiar. Well, one face that is familiar to you, another that is not.
Yeah, he's never met Khalith either. So, but he knows Tristan, and he of course knows Mila, and he is going to run up to Mila and just hug her real tight.
Well, first thing you would know, Aeson, is that Mila's much taller than she was last time we saw her.
How much taller?
She's 6'4" now.
She's got an inch on Aeson.
Yeah.
Somebody had a growth spurt.
Yeah. Also, like, she sees Aeson and she just she's in disbelief, but she's crying. It's like what? Aeson, I thought you died.
We've been living here. I did die. I died yesterday.
Oh my god.
And then almost died again while fighting something.
He's not going to bring that part up. He's got too much pride
Charity
for that. Lynn, Zachariah.
Zach. Yeah, and he's here just kind of like look down. It's like, Zachariah. He got caught up in noble business and probably didn't make it out of Croca alive. Lynn left in the middle of the night to go find coal.
Aeson will nod. But then he'll look back to Mila. And you're taller than I remember.
Yeah, that's my magic does things.
Yes, but you're here.
And she just bursts into tears, and she just like wraps her arms around Aeson and just is like.
He will hug her back, and then look to Tensel and give him a nod. He looks a little wary. Because of what had happened to him the other night. And then he'll look to Tristan and he'll give a deep bow.
You don't have to do that.
Just old habits die hard.
Right.
Khalees will slowly raise a hand as he kind of just like leans in. This rather tall, green-skinned man, standing about 6'8", one upright completely, just kind of leans in. Hi, stranger in a strange land here. Never met you. Thought I saw you die, though.
I am Aeson Goldhand. I don't believe I've met you either. But if you've been taken care of, and he'll motion his head towards Mila, then you are a friend of mine.
He's been doing a lot of good work taking care of everyone.
Also,
But I did die.
explain just how many times you've watched the world die.
Me personally, or my people in general, because that is many different numbers.
See, you explained that you already knew what was happening.
Well, I don't know the exact numbers. Well over 2,000 for myself, at least.
And then he's going to turn back to Aeson. Hopefully we can all figure out what's actually going on.
Yes, now. And he will motion at everybody who isn't sitting to have a seat because he wants to go over some business.
Okay.
Last night, I was in the woods behind the manor. There was one of those blob creatures. I believe Edmund referred to them as ether through his research. And upon seeing that, I saw a man who looked strangely like you, Tensel. And he was speaking...
There's a reason for that.
Okay, well, he was speaking to some sort of foul imp creature. Said something about they had the items that they needed and to go fetch the slaves and get them ready. At that point, the imp creature began to take its leave, and I figured I'd try to do something to slow down whatever was coming, so I killed it. And then The man who looks like your father killed me.
Wait.
So sorry.
He killed you too?
He
We
pointed at me, and my insides boiled, and it was the worst pain I'd ever felt. And I went somewhere I dare not want to go again. It wasn't the fields of Elysium. It wasn't Hades in the underworld. It was nothingness, an all-encompassing nothingness.
I shouldn't be laughing at that because he did the exact same thing to me.
whenever we first met him, it was out in the desert near Croca. And I had ran away out into the desert, and that's where we found him.
I assume it's solemn.
It is.
Yes.
He's using Tensel's the father's body.
Well, we went down and visited, and he will point to William, who William right now would be in water genasi form
Yes.
because he gave Aeson his necklace of disguised self. We met him and went down to his people's homeland, and they gave us a very powerful item to use.
William just waves awkwardly at the group of people he's never met before.
Yeah, Mila just gives a little like wave back, kind of like.
Oh, I'm sorry. How rude of me. Mila, this is William, and William, this is Mila, and Tensel, and Khalith, I believe you said your name was.
Yeah, Khalith, yes.
And this is the High King, and this is Father Fox, and this is
Mother K.
Ah, yes.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Of course. We were given a time stop scroll.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got that.
And it appears William brought something back with him as well.
William then smiles gleefully and runs back up the stairs to pick it up, and then comes down with this massive scroll with the picture of a monster on it. This controls the Bruma Lake monster.
What?
Did.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Edmund will speak. Did control.
Why?
Dead.
It has no power over water.
Oh.
I think that thing was just set free.
Hold on. Clarification, because I don't know much about that thing, I assume. If it's in water, is it fine?
As long as it's underwater.
That scroll.
Yes.
Can I use create and destroy water to form water around the scroll?
Do you have water? Do you have the ability to, I don't know, water bend? Or does it just allow you to create water?
He has the cantrip shape water, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how he could make his little gill bubbles.
Yeah.
So, you'd be holding, a basketball or, a weight ball shaped kind of ball, but it would hold it. You just wouldn't be able to, unfold it because it's, too wide.
Hogglesberg, could you fetch us a tub?
Yes, sir.
So William just makes this massive basket bowl of water and holds it and is like, will this work, Edmund?
That'll do. I mean, I don't know what you plan to do with it.
We could take it
William
back.
just shrugs and is like, I don't know. Could have been useful.
Wait, that's technically a legendary item.
What's your thoughts, William? Or no, Edmund. What's your thoughts, Edmund?
Well, it's power. What if we focus everything? We've got a lot of magic swag.
Did he just refer to it as swag?
I believe he did.
Yeah, he did.
Don't
Okay,
make
just
fun of him. He is, what, like an 11-year-old or 13-year-old stuck in a 23-year-old's body?
Speaking of, and it's a roll I have almost forgotten up until now. Mila, go ahead and give me an Arcana roll.
Okay.
I know where this is going.
That was a 22.
We're going to have our 13-year-old back.
Mila, you're going to feel the sentience of a few years of your life kind of lodged within this soul. You don't know how in what way, but it's that piece that you kind of lost a while ago in the forest.
Yeah, she just kind of like, yeah, he's
So, Edmund, you were saying if we focus our magic on this
One big
legendary-
attack, maybe we can stop it? I don't know what exactly he's doing, but it's a ritual, right?
yes, he's intending to destroy everything.
So what does he
Hopefully-
have?
What was the question? Sorry.
What does he have?
he has a bunch of magical artifacts.
But what kind?
Would I know that?
You could roll a check for me.
Okay. I assume Arcana.
Roll me a straight history with advantage. It's
17.
17. Ooh, okay, let me go ahead and send you his list.
Oh gosh.
There we go.
Clay just kind of holds up a hand and he just starts like checking off with each finger. This is a rod of finding. So all the few elements of magic, crystal of messaging, hen of gold, scythe of darkness, wand of magic stone, and a flash of bottled bane.
Sorry, that's flask.
Flask. Sorry, my brain. So I had chicken in my mouth still.
That's my spelling. Sorry.
No worries.
He has a lot of magical items.
Well, from what I had heard, he was spying on us, so I'm not sure if he knows if Mila is still alive. There's a good chance he does, but it's been so recent, he might not know that I'm still alive. We might have that drop on him.
I don't think we should run off an assumption like that.
We could always attempt to ask if there's gonna attempt to ask Mitchell. He may know.
Mitchell?
Right. The God Eater, I believe, is his other name.
Excuse me?
We kind of, well, helped him. But he has actually been really caring.
Oh, I'm always the best I can be. You guys will hear that coming from Edmund.
And
Yeah.
There he is.
Charity's just gonna like jump backwards against Everett and look at it and be like, God, you're creepy.
He kind of is, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah.
Well,
Out of
thank you for helping them.
Yeah, it was part of our deal.
I What did you get?
I can't ever be trapped again.
And what do you plan to do with this freedom?
Well, now I'm almost a full god.
Right. Well, just don't turn around and try to kill us and we'll be fine, I guess.
Nah. I'm just here to hold the door.
So, does anyone know when this is going down?
We have less than 6 hours, I believe.
And where do we need to be?
You have about 5.5.
Thanks, Mitchell.
Can you get out of Edmund, please?
I'm kind of helping the kid. Don't worry about it.
Helping the kid. Okay, cool. Lovely. Well, you helped last time, so I will trust you.
Besides, I kind of want to hear this. It's like being on the ground room floor of the total disaster area.
Oh,
No.
I never said you couldn't take over someone else's body. Just... This is my kid. This is...
Willem's
You're not a kid.
Willem's
He's
gonna
kid.
pipe up.
The kid's like 21 now.
Yeah, well, because of me, but that's besides the point.
Excuse me, it's your fault?
I'm sorry, I have a lot of
Oh.
questions now.
Now,
Willem's gonna look at
now.
Khalif and say, "Me too."
See, I'm
What's
not the worst
happening
guy in the room.
5.5 hours?
Less than 5.5 hours now.
We have no time to be bickering if we have 5.5 hours. Where do we
Listen.
need to be in 5.5
what?
hours?
Well, if my assumption is correct and we start our ritual, I believe he may come to us, or we will have to go to him, which is in the which city is it in, or which it was the halfling or gnome town.
Crypte Forest.
That's the one.
You're already here.
Oh,
The gnome forest is just out there.
Oh, you guys still don't know where your little
Oh.
pocket house is, do you?
No.
No, we never really looked into that.
Oh. It's located in the Crypte Forest.
so we're in the same forest as him right now.
About 2 miles away from the main capital.
I could walk us all there. I know where that is. It looked absolutely destroyed the last time I saw it. There were all kinds of markings along the walls.
Wow, you mean you guys have really been under his thumb this whole time and didn't know?
I guess that would explain why he was in your backyard.
I guess it would. However, we need to stop this. We need to all take some time and prepare and do whatever we must.
What about those who are fighting between Graydon and Eris? That war's just starting.
We have a time stop scroll.
We're halfway across the continent.
We found ways to teleport before. We can do it again. We'll find a way.
I can help. But I can only do one more group.
Can we really afford dealing with another war when we have one almost quite literally at our doorstep?
Well, maybe that's why you freed us. Mother Kitten. Father Fox will speak up.
Just go stop the war in Eris?
Well, I mean, sure. We can stop it.
Oh,
How many people do we gotta kill before they stop? She'll look to Father Fox. Hey,
Okay, please
think
try not to
maybe
kill
two?
people.
Yeah, please don't try to kill people.
what if we just look for the strongest one?
Please no.
Maybe try to do it.
Well, how about this? I'll take this time scroll, and I'll go with them.
Who was that?
Edmund.
Aeson will stand up and put a hand on Edmund's shoulder and say, if you would like to do that, that shows immense bravery, and I'm very proud of you. We couldn't ask you to do that alone, well, even with them, but it would stop the oncoming war long enough for us to do what we need to do.
I think he's sufficiently covered with them.
I can go with him. Make sure he's safe. Who knows?
If you would like to accompany him as well, I would be proud of all of you.
It's Everett.
I do.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know it's Everett.
It's okay. That one's a very distinct voice. That one's easy to tell.
Aeson will look off kind of in the middle distance. I don't want to see brothers fighting brothers. Eris, Graydon, Truma, Croca. We're all brothers. And this war is pointless and conceived by this solemn fellow. So, if we can stop it and then fix things, that would be the best.
Right. Well then, we'll be heading off then. Yes.
Charity's gonna
Small.
stop him real quick, and shove a couple of the finding letters in his hand. As soon as you guys figure out what's going on, write to me. Please don't leave me in the dark.
Will do. I'm sure if we could prove something of Solomon, maybe it might go easier for them.
Aeson will hold up a finger and he'll... Is there any way he could walk back out into where they killed the false Hydra and cut off one of its heads and send it along with them?
It'd be a ways of walk, but yeah, sure. I mean,
he's
you have
fast. He's a very athletic.
So
individual.
you're gonna run.
Yeah, he's gonna run
through your portal into the castle, grab the head, cut it off, run through the castle, run back through the portal.
Yeah, he'll be a bit winded.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check. Let's see how quickly you can do that.
Ooh, that's my bread and butter right there.
William would watch this and be like, "Where'd he go? I thought this was."
That's a natural 20 with a
Nice.
29.
29 athletics.
Yeah, I'd say you can do that pretty easily. It weighs about a solid 18 pounds, 19 pounds.
All right.
It's deformed. Teeth are all weird. The head is sunk and the eyes are hollow.
And there's ether coming out of it, right?
Pretty much.
All right. Aeson will throw that in the floor in front of him. This should be sufficient proof of Zalem.
Charity will gasp and pull the book about the false Hydra where they learnt about it out of her bag again, and also hold it out to the boys and go, and this will explain what it is in case anyone doesn't understand just by looking at it. It should explain what happened in Eris. Clear the...
Demons aren't normally a big thing anymore, so might help.
Well, I'm just gonna look at this and be like, "That's a head."
One of many. William.
There were
Many?
7 of them. One of them swallowed him. Whole.
Swallowed him.
It swallowed him whole.
It-
And he nearly died. And then the goddamn monster dropped on top of Maggie because she decided to lay under its belly to try to cut him out. Oh yeah, it was
For
fun.
one day.
I died in that day.
Yeah,
Exactly.
lots happened, like I said.
Let's see.
I suddenly don't feel so bad about what happened to us.
Uh,
One question before we leave. Edmund, you said that if we focused a ritual on this, all of our power and all of our items.
The way I see it, there's only one way. Some sort of magical Hail Mary.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's nothing.
How do we do that with you gone?
There's a sacrifice for a legendary item into that blade of yours.
That's... Tristan will kind of lay the blade on the table.
Not that one.
Aeson will hold up his rose. This one?
Yes.
There's no telling if that one's the true one or not. You realize that?
There's only one way to find out. And we have such a little time.
I know for a fact this blade will kill both me and him.
And will doom us all.
It could doom us all if that one doesn't work.
What are you all talking about? My father gave me this. It was from his adventuring days.
You carries the rose, I believe the rose thorn. Right, Corey?
Yeah.
I had been calling it thorned justice, but rose thorn works too.
Yeah, that's the actual name of it. Good to know for future reference, I suppose. In a similar vein, it is meant to kill gods, but it is weak right now.
It was born with the same blade as the Sololian blade, but fortunately it was not the High King's blade.
If enough power is put into it, it will awaken to its true form.
You'd have to sacrifice at least 3 what we would call legendary items these days.
Do we have 3?
We have a 12th level remove curse scroll, I believe, which I would assume is fairly up there.
We still have the amulet of Hades.
And we still have the scroll that William brought with him.
There's
That's 3.
Also this. And Tensel is going to start taking off Pimbrum's pack and putting it on the table.
I recognize that pack.
Is that Pembrum's bag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you have it?
Is he...
I've always had it since he left us to go take care of those. What were they? Were they trolls or ogres?
The gnolls?
Yes.
But he's alive, right?
Last I seen. He
You just didn't want the bag.
I tried to give it to him a few times and he just kept pushing it back at me.
Okay.
Last I saw, he gave me this book. I don't think this is a legendary item. It's just a book on paladins.
I think this is a little bit more up your guys' current alley. And he's going to slowly open the pack and just reach in and just pull something out.
Okay. You will pull out a broken lance.
It looks like it was a mighty weapon in his day.
No, not what we're looking for, though. No offense.
Maybe there has to be some other magical item in there. What about what we took from underneath the throne room? Like you said, Khalif, we did find the 12th level remove curse.
I don't believe my item is of that quality. At least, I wouldn't be able to guess off the top of my head, like the rarity of my amulet.
Not very big. Your staff is legendary, though.
Right.
We do have the Amulet of Hades. We have the scroll that controls the Bruma Lake monster, and we have the 12th level remove curse scroll. Those would all suffice, wouldn't they?
Should.
Is the Amulet of Hades that powerful?
All I know is that Zalem was looking for it. He sent somebody to get it for us, and then somebody took something else from me. Said he would be our man on the inside. Haven't heard from him since. He was a ghost.
If Solemn's looking for it, it has to be special, right? Special enough to be considered legendary.
Most likely.
May I see it?
Aeson would run off again. He would go to Maggie's room where she's in bed rest, and he would fetch the amulet from her and bring it back.
Glees will extend a hand out to kind of look it over if he can.
Aeson will hand it to him.
Give me a quick Arcana check.
Eh, 10.
A 10, it's hard to discern. It could be more, but it doesn't. It's hard to tell.
Have you ever encountered any situation or dilemma where Zalem had ever used an amulet of Hades, or heard of that ever happening?
No.
Okay.
In fact, you don't really remember too much of an amulet of Hades.
Okay. If he wanted it, then perhaps it is beneficial to him at least. I don't know of its quality, though.
Well, High King, how will we know if the blade is active again? Awoken.
Well, it'll awaken as soon as you put power in it. The true thing is if it has enough power, what you have to do won't hurt me. But if you don't, it will kill me.
What will I have to do?
You must sacrifice me.
Aeson's gonna look at him, and he's gonna have this, like his eyes are just gonna be like cold, and you can see he's gone through a lot of loss lately. You just came back to us.
And this is the end of my story.
Aeson's going to shake his head. We must make sure that this doesn't hurt him if this is what he needs.
I'm okay if it is.
Aeson is going to look very, very sorrowful at this.
If everything goes correctly, this will be the end of this solemn here.
Well, what say you all? Say we do this?
We don't have much of a choice, do we?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Aeson will nod, and he will flip the rose and do a sword form. What do we do now?
You'll kind of see a light kind of form in Edmund's eyes again. You'll hear a snap, and the small group that had discussed about leaving will be gone. The High King will stand up and kind of look around. We find him. We power up either your sword or mine. And then someone with a pure soul must kill me. And that will stop the ritual.
Who's to say who has a pure soul?
Well, it's certainly not me.
Probably not me, though.
I don't think anybody who actually honestly has a pure soul even believes those souls are pure themselves, so who are we to judge?
Pure is quite a subjective term.
Agree.
One could
Should
be
we
considered
put it to
pure
a
if
vote?
one's righteous actions were fully believed that it would benefit others. That could be a
Aeson,
pure
that would be
motivation.
you.
I just want to stop our people from fighting.
And protect everyone in the world. You are that kind of person who wants everyone to be okay and happy.
Aeson will nod.
I think we will know when the time comes.
So do we start this powering up now, or do we go and find him now?
Well, no, because it's only going to stay powered up for a very brief period of time.
So we go find him.
Yeah.
Off into the woods we go then.
I'll show you where I last saw him.
Alright then.
The gnome village is just a couple steps past where you were.
Aeson will nod, and he'll start leading everybody towards the door and in the hallway, and then he'll stop, and he'll turn around, and he'll just kind of like hold out his arms for a big group hug.
No, say Mila's not hesitating. She just goes in and just like hugs him, gives him a kiss on the cheek. It's like, don't want to lose anyone.
No matter what happens, I've loved every moment that I've had the privilege of spending with each of you.
Don't say that. That feels too much like you're saying goodbye. Stop talking. Don't say that.
We said goodbye
Also-
once. We're not doing it again.
Also, I just met you. I'm nothing personal, but like I actually literally just met you like less than half an hour ago. Seemed like a cool guy, I guess.
Ah, masters. In the event of your demise, should I prepare the crypt?
That's
We have a
not bad.
crypt?
Yes, Hugglesburg.
Very well, sir.
I mean, if we all die, it's not really going to be our problem anymore.
Well, you wouldn't have a crypt, sir. Just the masters.
Good
Oh,
to know.
Make him a
Thanks.
master too, Hugglesburg. I want him to
very
be
well.
buried with us.
As like a patch in an urn or next to you as an honorary guest.
Can I go in an urn?
You can go in an urn. Would you like the brown or the green?
Aeson's
Feels
gonna be
like
smiling.
Green.
Feels like a very morbid discussion.
I know this is incredibly morbid.
Yeah.
And
Can we stop, please?
All right, let's go hunting. Make sure we bring everything.
Milo's gonna look toward William. He's like, I'm sorry. You're way too peppy about that. No, please don't take offense. I'm sorry.
No
I-
offense. People think I'm weird all the time.
Can I have an elk engraved on my urn?
There we go.
Elkai.
Sure.
Oh, good throwback to Elkias.
God, I want to shoot you sometime.
So, I think
again, Opportunists. My name is Winter. I play Charity, the Tiefling Cleric. I am also the editor and co-founder of Opportunity Roll. I want to say thanks again for listening to us. We hope you enjoy our episodes as much as we do. Don't forget to like and follow the podcast so you don't miss an episode. Thank you to Sirenscape as we use their sound sets for our music in-game. Visit the description for the link to our full credits and where to download the software. Thanks to Kobold Press since we use their monsters to keep our players on their toes. Head over to our Patreon if you want to support us and unlock new levels of heroism, gaining feats and treasure galore. With that, I hope you have a lovely day, and remember, keep your opportunities open.